what's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Seagull. Hope you man are good. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have been well. It's been a little while since I filmed my last video, and I had this idea at the back of my mind now that I wanted to film this video, which is basically like 5 common mistakes stopping you from ranking up with Steve that I see. Um, I have a segment when I stream. Come by if you're new here, by the way, and you don't know that I stream. It's twitch.tv/Seagull with 2 R's and an underscore. Come hang out, come have fun, come vibe. But I have a segment when I stream where people can redeem a replay analysis. Only if you play Steve, only if you play Steve. Replay analysis, and I'll go over your replays and I'll give you some advice on what you can improve on. And there seems to be 5 really common mistakes that keep creeping up, and I wanted to make it into a video because I'm going to keep reviewing people's replays, don't get me wrong, but like what I might start doing is when people redeem the replay analysis, refer them to this video, and if they do one of these 5 things, 5 common mistakes I see, then work on that, because I swear to God, all I do is give the same advice over and over and over again when it comes to Steve. So I figured, why not make a video on 5 common mistakes? If someone doesn't come by the stream or has never watched me and they find my video, it's even better. You can just improve, and yeah, it should help people of all levels, unless you're like my level or better than me, or you already know these 5 things, you know what I mean? But yeah, hope this can help, and let's get into it. So 5 common mistakes you guys are making from the replays, and let's level you guys up as per usual. Okay, mistake number 1, and the common mistake. This is the thing I think I've seen the most when I've watched people's replays and given them advice. I don't know why lower rank Steves do this. Like, this is literally like, this creeps up. Like, if I've watched, like, let's say I've done 200 replay reviews, yeah, I would have seen this like 180 times, like, on average. I know that seems like an exaggeration, yeah, but everyone seems to do this for some reason, and I don't know why, because it's so bad. But random keep out, full crouch down 4-2, or random keep out onto, up to, I nearly said onto, but these 2 moves being spammed in neutral more than stuff like back 1 and 1-2-1, like, I don't understand why I keep seeing this when I'm helping you guys. Like, random -15, random -15. It doesn't make sense to do these moves at all, unless you're setting up your opponent with certain setups, like down 1 into full crouch down 4-2 to call out jabs, or up 2 is good. It's like, if you need to Hail Mary, sometimes you're in a corner, you're under a lot of pressure, and you want to go under low, you want to go under a jab because they're high crush and low crushes. Like, we get it, we get it. That's the common uses for that. But like, bro, like, if you watch any top Steve, they would never do full crouch down 4-2 in neutral unless it's the rarest situation. It's just a fuck it moment, I'm gonna throw it out, you know. But even then, that's a 1 in a million. The frequency in which I see some Steves that I've watched use these moves, like they're using full crouch down 4-2 and up to more than back 1, 1-2-1, single jab down 4-2, like the key moves. Like, you should be spamming these, spamming 2-1, spamming down 2-1, not spamming -15, -15. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Steve has the luxury of being the safest character in Tekken 8 by a landslide, but you guys are willingly putting yourself at launch punishable for no reason, which is why this is like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand why you're putting yourself on -15 because you want to launch. Like, I always tell my viewers, yeah, people that do this, it's like you want to launch your opponent or wind around and try and get a lot of damage. But if that's the case, you need to pick another character. Steve is very hard because he gets his damage from launches in a different way. You have to land counter hits, i.e. back 1, flicker 2. You have to do stuff like line hard 2, and bait for whiff punishes. Like, his launches don't come in a traditional manner. Like, he doesn't have your generic down 4-2 launch on a whiff punish. Like, you can't just run up someone and do down 4-2 on timing and launch. I mean, he's got a just frame on a counter hit, but you know what I'm saying. Like, his launches are gonna come from setting up different situations as opposed to the rest of the cast. Like, even his hop kick, if you guys didn't know, he has a hop kick, but it doesn't launch on normal hit. It only launches on counter hit, which again is the name of the game, right? It's the name of the character. The guy's a counter hit maestro. So back 1 is your launcher. Like, if you want a hop kick, that's your launcher. Like, down 4-2, the just frame. If we try and get the just frame while recording. One more try. I don't wanna mess up the recording. I digress. He's got a just frame off a down 4-2, but like this is what I'm saying. His launches come from really, really like different ways. You have to land a counter hit move to launch. You can't just run up someone and do down 4-2 and launch them right. There we go. That's the just frame. You can't just run up someone and go down 4-2. You're in the air. So I really don't get why people put themselves on -15 for no reason. You have to stop doing this. It's such a bad habit. People will punish you the higher up you go. It might work in whatever ranks you're in, but if you want to get GOD, GOD1, GOD2, you need to stop throwing out -15 moves as if they're -9 and abuse Steve's safety, please. Let's jump into the next one now. Second key mistake that I see, very common mistake, is really weird move selection and just a lack of understanding of what makes Steve strong and what moves you should be using in neutral. It kind of carries on from the first point. Like a lot of people do random keep out full crouch down 4-2, random up 2. When if you want to play keep out with Steve, you have better moves that don't leave you at the risk of death, such as QCF1, long range hit in mid, down 4-2, counter hit Fisher, back 1, obviously the famous back 1 keep out, 1-2-1 keep out. He's got stuff that serves the same purpose and you don't put your life on the line. I really don't get why I see some Steves and they're doing random things like random Swindler, like everything into Swindler, these weird setups like Swindler into Snake Charmer, like up 3 usage, like back one down 2 string usage, like in really weird spots, like over usage of Albatross 2 into Weave, like Albatross 2 into like just Albatross 2 into everything, like -3 into everything into Weave, like, but I haven't seen a single down forward 1, a single down 2-1, a single back 1 fish, a single down forward 2 fish, a single QCF1 fish. Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, the second common mistake is a really weird move selection and like a lack of understanding of his game plan. Now, when I meet someone and I watch their replays and I see that this is a problem, I always refer them, sorry, to these 6 moves that I swear by. If you watch any high level Steve, you will see them use these 6 moves over and over in neutral, and then the rest will be like movement, punishment, spacing, blah blah blah. And obviously they're gonna use some more stuff in the move list depending on the player, right? Some players play a bit more preserved and reserved, like Strog. Some players like Newman Chaudhry will use like a variety of the move list, but these 6 moves will be spammed the most, and you can go and watch any footage and it's the truth. So move number 1 is your 1-2-1, your single jab, and your 1-2 as well. So these are all as important as one another, but primarily 1-2-1. 1-2-1 is important because it's all guaranteed on counter hit. So I'm gonna set Jin CH. You get 31 damage string on counter hit, but if it's not CH, Jin can block. So here I'm gonna set into stand, like, yeah, just 1 hit and block, right? You can see he blocks the 3rd hit, but on counter hit, if I do CH, the whole string is guaranteed. So yeah, it's important. Single jab is +8 on hit and +1 on block, it goes without saying. And 1-2 is +8 on hit and -3 on block. So these are all as important as each other. Please use them. And what makes them special as well is they can go into stance. So 1-2-1, hold back, goes into flicker. 1-2-1, hold forward, goes into peekaboo. So extra mind games, extra layering. This is OP. Please abuse this. The same with 1-2. It doesn't go into stance, but you can duck cancel. This is again layering. You duck cancel -2 or +9 on hit. Layering the offense, giving your opponent stuff to think about, and the same with 1-2-1. I do this a lot in my games, so 1-2-1 as a duck cancel is a classic of mine. But yeah, move number 2 is obviously back 1. I've watched so many people and they use this in neutral more than this, and I can't wrap my head around it. You have a 13 frame gunshot to the head that will launch on counter hit, goes into stance, and well, I say it's safe, it's not safe in Tekken 8, yeah, it's actually bugged, but like, you can just use this as keep out and continue pressure, use this into weave, back sway, like, back 1 is still great. It's not the demon it was in Tekken 7 or previous iterations of Steve, but this move is still stupid, bro. You still have to throw this out. 13 frame counter hit is stupid. Key charge doesn't get counter hit anymore, excuse me. But 13 frame counter hit is too good to be passing up, bro. And if it doesn't land, you're probably going to be safe and you're probably going to go unpunished, because it's very hard to whiff punish it this year. You can block punish it at -12, but you have to be really fast and switched on because it's bugged. But like, I digress. The situations that I'm referring to are very rare, and for you to not throw this button out, you're shooting yourself in the foot. This is literally his key button. It's the most important move in this kit. If Steve didn't have back one, he wouldn't be Steve. He needs his move in his kit. It's just as important as the Mishima's Electrics, man. You have to spam this button. It's his key move by far. It goes without saying. Move number 3 is I like to group all of his lows together because they serve the same or similar purpose. So the 3 key lows you should be spamming are down 1, peekaboo down 1, so 4-3+4 down 1, and then down 2-1, the down 2-1 series. Why these are good, yeah, is because they either set up a situation or you can gain information from your opponent. So the information finders are down 1 and peekaboo down 1. Peekaboo down 1 could do the second thing as well, and that is set up a situation too if you have a read, but down 1 and pab down 1 are mainly used just to chip away your opponent and gain info. Like if you watch low high or if you watch any other top level Steve, they typically do pab down 1 and you see them stand there like this into nothing. Captain Falcon likes this one as well. Shout out Captain Falcon, but he'll do like a couple down 1s and he'll stand and he'll kind of just wait. He's a top level Steve from Europe as well. But +2 on hit isn't a crazy situation for Steve. Steve struggles to frame trap. If you didn't know, like he doesn't have any crazy frame traps to just kind of delete you. So a situation which is +2 isn't too rewarding, and if he goes for something that jails, so like his peekaboo jazz for example in this instance are I-12, so they will technically be a frame trap, but they're highs, so they could just be option selected by like movement into duck, so like side step left duck or something, or just a normal duck. You can just beat this flow, you can beat this frame trap with just ducking after this. So like, yeah, the situation isn't crazy, so taking your turn or taking your frames after this is kind of a risk. So a lot of people use pab down 1 and they wait because you just hit him and you want to see how he reacts, right? That's how you should be using Steve's lows, and you have to spam them. Like he doesn't have a power low like a Brian Hatchet that's fast and it's like +5. Like that doesn't exist, or like a Kazuya down back 4 or something. Like we don't have that with Steve. Like our lows are weak. It gives him character identity. It's completely fine for him to have bad lows. It's what makes the character unique. Notice how I didn't say down back 3, because this move has no range in Tekken. You have to really be in your opponent's face, and it's hard to place in the real game because when two players are moving constantly, you have to dash up to range 0 and stomp, and it's very telegraphed. Um, you'll be playing at this range, moving around, throwing your keep out back ones, and then all of a sudden you dash in and you try and stomp. Good players will just duck and you lose a round. So yeah, number 3 is use the lows, pab down 1, and down 2-1 is really important because you have a safe low mid string, safe low mid that either cancels into duck. If you wanna continue pressure, you can cancel into duck, and it has a counter hit launching extension with down 2-1-2. Like this is insane situation. So yeah, down 2-1, you should spam this. If you watch Knee Steve and Tekken 7, Knee Steve and Tekken 7 is back 1, down 4-2, and down 2-1. Go and watch any VOD of him. He stands around in neutral. He does this, this, this. Oh, you're not coming in? Okay. This. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna nip away your health. I'm gonna nip away your health. That's Knee Steve and T7 in a very basic way. Obviously, he's the, the best player ever and like 10 times better player than me. But yeah, you know what I mean. You have to spam these lows. You need to gain information. You need to look at the screen and see what they're doing. You need to keep yourself as safe as possible because safety is the name of the game with Steve. So yeah, that's move number 3. Move number 4, QCF1, down forward 2. I put these two in the same bracket because they're 2 keep out mids. A lot of people say, but oh, what do you mean? These are linear. Okay, so down forward 2 is linear. It has no tracking. How do you make it realign? Dash into down forward 2 and you realign. Tick. QCF1 is his keep out mid. So instead of doing full crouch down forward 2 as keep out, and up 2 as keep out, if someone wants to rush you down and you see them approaching, you can chuck this out. Again, very hard to whiff punish, hold back to cancel into flicker, -3. Really silly button. I used to think that this was Steve's best button, and it is one of his best moves by far. Very important to his kit. I'm going to reference him again. Captain Falcon has an absolutely fantastic keep out QCF1 game. If you ever watch his Steve, really good at keeping the opponent out with this, but it hits from like range 2.7, 2.8. So there's no reason for you to be doing this and this when you have this. I can't even input it when you have this, sorry. So QCF1, practice moving and moving around and then doing your QCF movement. Quick duck cancel after. Get back to neutral as fast as possible. Really good button and spam this. That's move number 4. Move number 5 is your down forward 1 series. That is down forward 1, down forward 1-2, down forward 1-2-1, and down forward 1-2-2. Again, very loaded situation. Steve's down forward 1 is absolutely great. +5 on hit, I believe, and -2 on block. Yes, +5 on hit. And it has a boatload of extensions, because again, we're here to counter hit fish and gain information. Down forward 1-2, down forward 1-2-2 to call out any duckers, because all the extensions are highs. And down forward 1-2-1, which is a counter hit launcher. So you can combo off that, as you know. So again, excuse me, at my level, down forward 1 will suffice, because a lot of people will twitch duck or they look for an extension, because again, they're trying to duck launch you and gain an advantage. The down forward 1 on its own is really good, because again, you have extensions and you can kind of bait people and play a mind game. So if they try and like, if you do down forward 1 and they just duck and go for a wild standing launcher, you can do stuff like down forward 1 into delayed back 1 and it will work. Down forward 1 into down forward 1, down forward 1 into weaved if you want to block, down forward 1 into big right weave if you want to evade like a mid or a high. Down forward 1 into duck series as well. Down forward 1-2 to call out delayed button. Down forward 1-2-1 to call out big delayed button. Down forward 1-2-1 hold back to go into flicker, continue pressure, and then for flicker you can do stance cancel stuff. Like, you can see how loaded it gets just off a simple down forward 1, and you don't have to commit to any of these options until you have the information right. So that's why DF1 is really, really important. I cannot stress that button enough. And those are the 5 that I go off, like literally the 5 that I go off. So again, I bunched a couple together: 1-2-1, back 1, down 4-2, QCF1, down 2-1, pab down 1, and down 1. And that is it, unless I miss one. Unless I missed a move, you can put 2-1 in as a pressure starter as well. I don't mind if you say 2-1, 2-1 hold forward, 2-1 hold back, +3 on block if you go into flicker, +2 on block if you go into peekaboo. But this isn't as important as these 5 moves. Master these 5 moves, and then alongside your whiff punishment, your spacing, your block punishment, weave and up back 3, that is the groundworks of Steve offense and the groundworks of Steve neutral. That's it. Those 5 buttons plus general movement, you whiff punish something, you block punish stuff, and then you pop your heat and you go crazy. That's the groundworks. Then once you've established that, you can start ripping the guard break spam, and once you understand, cool, like what buttons you want to place, you can do all the fancy stuff like this. You can go for the swindler stuff and all the setups and the gatling setups and the wall push, whatever. But if your Steve game is just a bunch of setupy stuff like swindler into stake charmer and up forward 4, like all this stupid shit that just catches people out who doesn't know the matchup, and every time you're at the wall you look to cheese them with the wall push, like, your neutral is lacking a lot and you're gonna hit a wall when you climb, and you don't want to be that Steve that's gimmicky and can't beat any top players and know the matchup. You want to build from the ground up, and you want to be able to beat people with these 5 moves first. So when you do fight the good players, where you do need to poke a bit more, use a couple lows to gain information, you can't play as fast, you have to play a bit more slow, you have to take less risks, you'll be fine. Because when I learned the game and I was learning Steve, I was that guy who used to weave after everything, everything into up back 3, like everything into running 2, into QCF1, like heavy flowchart, heavy move usage, like no real game plan. I barely used back 1, it was everything into weave, 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 you know? So yeah, you want to use those 5 buttons, lay the groundworks of your neutral, lay the groundworks of your gameplay, and then you can go crazy. So yeah, that's mistake number 2. Alright, so the third common mistake I see, and this is something that I was so guilty of when I was learning the game. So for those of you that don't know, Tekken 8 is my first Tekken, and I started off with Steve, and one of the main problems I had when I started to fight tougher people, like when I was like Tekken God Supreme in Season 1, like to GOD when I first hit God, was I was such a weaver, like to the point that it was unbelievable. Now, I'm gonna contradict myself and say you should be weaving in this game, especially right weave, because right weave is really good. It's a natural combo this year, meaning if you land the shoulder, you can confirm into the 1 on normal hit, which is really overpowered, and then this situation loops, which makes it oppressive. So yeah, this is just a natural combo for whatever reason. I've gone back and played T7 Steve, and weave is just as evasive in T7. It's just that, like, if you want to land a weave shoulder into, he had like a shoulder into uppercut in T7, but it wasn't a natural combo. It was either clean hit or counter hit. You would get the shoulder uppercut. Excuse the siren in the background, sorry, but yeah, he had an uppercut in T7 and it was a natural hit. So I think what makes weave really oppressive this year is the fact that this is natural hit and he can just loop this situation and make you guess. But you cannot like I can't even word it because it's so frustrating when I see this. Because yeah, I know I used to do it and I'm being a hypocrite, but your defense cannot be this button and this button only because you will get clapped at a higher level. You'll get absolutely clapped, and it's such a bad habit to weave because I see a lot of Steves and they try and play another character and they don't know any matchups. They don't know basic anti in enter character. If we're using Jin in this example, anti Jin, because all they do is everything into weave and -3 I'll weave. Like, it's such a bad habit because people will use a homing move and they'll blow you up, or they'll have a counter hitting low and they'll blow you up. This matchup in season 1 actually used to be cancer because of this move over here, down 2. So it's actually called a Ronjin, yeah, it's actually a cool example. So down 2 in season 1 used to counter hit launch. So I'm gonna mash into Jin, and like this situation's happened a lot where I go for a 1-2-1, they call me out with a down 2, and in season 1 you would be in the air and Jin will be doing a combo on you. Thankfully he got nerfed, and as you can see it now doesn't counter hit launch. Hey Seagull, what does this have to do with weave, man? Why are you going on about counter hit launching and weave? So a lot of Steves will put themselves into flicker, so they do a move that goes into flicker, 1-2-1, QCF1, famous Lionheart 1. It's all the same flicker situation, the frame situation is usually the same, 1-2-1's -1, Lionheart 1 into flickers -3, QCF 1 into flickers -3, it's the same situation, bro. This is where the weaving happens for the most part. They go into flicker and they weave because they want their opponents to take their turn back with like a down forward 1 or a jab or something linear. Good opponents will snipe you with like a down back 4 counter hit, or in this instance a Jin down 2, and you are dead, bro. Or they call you out of a homing move, and once they take away your weave and they see you can't defend and you don't know the matchup, you're in that same situation, you're dead. You have to use this button. I don't want to say sparingly. Less is more with this button. Trust me, less is more. Steve's movement is good, and that goes into like another mistake. The Steve's natural movement is very good. Weave is very powerful. I'm not telling you not to weave. You have to weave with this character. It's too good not to, right? But you can't weave all the time. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Let me show you a situation on the wall. This used to be common in season 1, so I'm gonna set him to punish. I'm gonna set him to do down 2 on a punish at the wall. So we'll do 2 bar hits and block. So our common Steve flowchart, I'll take this off for now actually. I'll take this off for now. Our common Steve flowchart would be to do running 2 into QCF1, okay? This is a frame trap at +6. If Jin tries to do any attack, obviously outside of power crush and rage art and stuff, he gets wall splat on the trade, right? So running 2 QCF1, if he tries to dig jab, we trade, he gets splat. This is Steve flowchart 101, right? Now I used to rinse this in season 1, and I would do running 2 QCF1 into weave if the QCF1 was blocked, because some people would block it and respect it. I would always weave, bro, and you will still see me doing this to this day, just less. But running 2 QCF1 into weave. What would gym players do when they saw me QCF1? They rip down 2. Why would they rip down 2? I'm about to show you. Whoops. Yeah, so he's gonna do down 2 now. So as you can see, it's a counter on the right because I've tried to right weave into shoulder, yeah, and the down 2 tracks me and they clap me. If this was season 1, I am in the air, bro. I've been launched. I'm gonna lose 60%, 50% of my health bar. You're gonna pop heat, and then I have to guess on wake up against season 1 Jin with one of the best heat smashes in the game. So you can't duck at the wall, and then he's gonna lick off another down 2 potentially and just make you guess, right? Dark, bro. That's why overweaving is bad, because good people just call you out with a low and you've lost your turn. He's +4 now and he continues pressure. You work so hard to get him to the wall with Steve, and you're just gonna throw it away because you're just addicted to the weave button. Like, people will just call you out with lows. Please stop being so over reliant on this button. And if you put yourself in flicker and you want to call out like a low, like you're probably thinking, well, what do I do? Do I need to make a read on this? Just while standing 1, bro. Just while standing 1. You're in flicker, do down back 1, bro. That's it. That's the fix. If you don't want to make the read on the low and you're not that confident in your defense, check him with a mid, bro. The mid is I11. While standing 1 comes out of that, well, it's I11, but you have to down back cancel, right? So we'll just say like I12, I13 for the sake of it. We'll just say I12, I13. This is a I11 mid you have here from stance. If you do a fast cancel, it's gonna stuff every single low, bro. Especially slow counter hitting lows like down back 4s, like Victor down back 4 and stuff. Lars down back 4, Jin down 2. All these lows are like 19 frames, 18 frames. Jin down 2, I think it's 20 frames. 22 frames, bro. Why would you ever lose in terms of speed unless you're doing the most grandma down back 1? Like, bro. So yeah, just do while standing 1, and then on top of that, stop. You don't have to press a button all the time if you enter flicker. I know you want to continue your pressure, but like you don't have to press a button. You can't just down back cancel and backdash. Like you can't just do flicker into nothing. Like you can stand there, try and get the timing. Like you don't have to attack all the time. You can't just like, alright, cool, cancel. I'm gonna backdash now, you know. But if you want to continue pressure and you have like you kind of want to check them essentially, right? Do you think they're gonna go for some sort of high crush? While standing 1, as you can see, it beats him out. And then if you land while standing 1 on counter hit, you can confirm it to while standing 1 too. So yeah, there's my trick, bro. There's the information for you. So yeah, stop being over reliant on weave, please. Mistake number 4, short and sweet. Not using his natural movement is the 4th mistake. And by natural movement, I mean his backdash and his sidestep. So Steve has above average male movement. It's not to the level of like a Dragonov or something like that insane, but Steve's male movement is very, very good. He feels like a feather when you play him. He's got a very good KBD, as you can see, if you can perform KBD. His KBD is very good. Forward dash, very good. If you can do forward dash, side step's very good. You can step stuff really easily with him. Like his side step's really good. A lot of Steves I see don't use his natural movement and they use up back 3 and stuff and weave to move, and it's bad, bro. Use his natural movement. Again, I'm not going to go on a tangent like I have for the rest of these yet, but you have to use his natural movement. Again, the high level Steves, why they have such good success playing defensively is because this character's strength lies in his safety and his defense. His defense is overpowered as shit in Tekken. Because he has fantastic keep out buttons, that's a part of defense. Stuff like back 1, 1-2-1, down 4-2, QCF1, weave series, so right weave and left weave, and up back 3. If you know what you're doing with this character and you use these tools well, bro, like the reason why people hate fighting this character is because like how the hell are you supposed to hit him? You try and close a gap on him and he snaps you back 1. You try and close a gap on him, he snaps you 1-2-1. You try and close a gap, he keeps you out of QCF1. You finally close a gap and he does back tempo and whiff punishes you. You close a gap, he weaves your mid. Like, bro, the character is an absolute nightmare to play against on defense, yet people don't use his natural movement and stuff. They just rather play the game with this and this over and over, and it becomes so predictable. Please use his natural movement. I'm not saying you need like a robotic backdash like I'm doing, but like even just a back as I'm doing, and just forward dashing in and out, back, you place your pokes, like this is so hard to play against if you're the defender. Like if a Steve isn't doing anything and he's kind of just waiting and he's fishing for a counter hit, side step back 2, like this is so annoying to play against as the defender. Like if you're the Jin in this instance and you want to attack and the Steve knows and he's just doing this and he snaps you back 1 and he's just fishing over and over again and back 1, etc. Like this comes off his natural movement. Like only weave when you have to, man. You don't have to like use this as a band-aid for like your neutral. You have to abuse the natural movement, man. So yeah, that's mistake number 4. Again, short and sweet. Move around with the character, man. His movement is really good. With punishment with this character, it's so easy because of 1+2 Sonic Fang. Look how far away it is from, bro. Range 3, bro. This is a range 3 heat engager that leads into 50-50 mix essentially. Your +9, just do back 1+2, but that's a different thing. But yeah, like just use his natural movement essentially, right? That's mistake number 4. But not least, the 5th common mistake I see when watching replays and giving Steve advice is poor decision making / weird selection of moves when heat engaging. This one frustrates me the most because I understand that Steve in season 1 heat engage was good because it was +17, so you could just running 2 for free and it was really cheap. Coming into season 2, he engages a +9, and Steve doesn't really have like a big power mid he can threaten outside of QCF1. But they fixed this come season 2. Why did they fix this? They gave us Steve's version of Incinerator, and if you don't know what Incinerator is, it's Brian String 4-2-1-2, 4-2-1-2-3-2, but 5 Fox Fury. Now, you can see in the top left corner here that I am God 2 rank with Steve, okay? At the moment, I'm God 2. This move, after he engaged, carried me to this rank. And you guys, you're probably going to think, oh, he's just saying that, he's exaggerating. He's obviously a good player, blah blah blah. Obviously, there's more to it than just Firefox Fury. But every time I heat engage, unless I'm against a parry character or a flash character, like well, flash characters Yoshimitsu, but unless it's a matchup thing, like if they can just parry me, you need to be really careful. But against the rest of the cast, if I'm heat engaging against you, this is free, bro. Some people I see heat engage with Steve, and I've seen the most random shit, like that just doesn't make sense. And people give up their turn, or they do something that doesn't make sense, or they've worked that hard to get a heat engage, and they just kind of throw it away, and they don't really put any pressure on the opponent. Like I'll see people heat engage and do stuff like this. Why are you doing flicker too? Or I've seen this as well. I've seen heat engage into this. Doesn't make sense. I've seen he engage into weave before. Doesn't make sense. I've seen he engage into like QCF2. Like you need to have a specific reason for doing a lot of these, especially the QCF2 one. Like you can just get by doing 5 Fox Fury, bro. It is an I-16 mid, you're +9. They cannot step again. I'll demonstrate. So we're gonna do action after here. I'm gonna set Jin. You know what? Yeah, let's actually pick someone of a good side step for the sake of the video. Because this move is hard to step. Let's pick Lily, bro. Good female movement. I want to see if Lily can step it. If Lily can step it, I won't be surprised. Clips Lily on side step left, which is Steve's weak side, by the way. Clips Lily on side step right. People, because he engages on -9, people will try and step, mash, power crush, they will just roll their face on their controller or whatever input they're playing on. They try and sidestep, they try and duck. You have a fix to that, bro. Just press back 1+2, 1+2 when you heat engage. Chances are you're probably not on my rank, which is fine. That's not the point. People will mash is what I'm saying. People will not respect the situation in your games. They just heat engage and they think, cool, I'm going to try and turnstile and hop kick. He's not going to expect hop kick, is he? Yes, I'm going to expect hop kick, bro. Of course you're going to hop kick, bro. Of course you're going to press a button, bro. It's Tekken 8 ranks, bro. Why would you not try and mash and fucking steal your turn? You know what I'm saying? So just do back 1+2. Please use back 1+2 and stop throwing away your heat engage situations with stuff that doesn't make sense. You're +9 and you're going into Swindler. Swindler's 30 frames. This is slow, bro. It doesn't make sense to do a delayed button at +9. Just take your frames, bro. Like with back 1+2. I'll show you a couple more things you can do on heat engage if you don't want to just lick off back 1+2. So I do 3 options on back 1+2. Option number 1 is, as I just spoke, the one I do 99% of the time is I do Firefox Fury, like this. So I'll heat engage, however I heat engage, and I'll just do this. That's option number 1. Option number 2 you have is, so notice how when I heat engaged, I entered in crouch. So if you hold down when you heat engage, your opponent comes into crouch and you can threaten a full crouch mix, right? This is season 2 stuff. But Steve doesn't have a full crouch mixture because he's got full crouch down forward 1, like peekaboo, which is peekaboo down 1, or like this, but like he doesn't have a true full crouch mix because the lows aren't scary enough in it to duck. So you can do this. This works sometimes. Some people will just duck for whatever reason, and you can hit them running too. Or you can do this. This is option number 3 that I like to go for. So full crouch into while standing 2-2 as like a mini notice check, because when you're in heat, if you enter Lionheart and you're in heat, as you know, Steve has an auto parry for everything except like elbows and jumping attacks or whatever. But you can parry punches and kicks if you didn't know, right? So some people will see you do while standing 2, and without thinking they mash like a jab down forward 1 or something, you auto parry them and you put them in a mix. That's it, bro. That is it. That's all I do on heat engage. I swear to God, that's all I do. The main one that you should focus on is Firefox Fury. Just do this, bro. Your life will change. Stop doing this. Stop. I know you want to launch here, but stop. I'm telling you to stop. I don't care if it worked for you. You've caught someone, yeah. Stop. That's only useful if you're baiting out a parry or Sabaki and you have a hard read. So if you're against like Asaka, Jun, and you know they're gonna parry, cool. Lick off the full crouch, lick off the peekaboo down forward 2. That's fine. That's cool. But in your general gameplay, yeah, you don't have to mix yourself up and try and be fancy and play like layer 5. Like this is like extra layered shit. Something like this. I know you want to launch here because they might duck here. Brother, just do this string, man. Just do Firefox Fury. They're gonna get up here, and then you do Firefox Fury again, bro. We're playing Tekken 8, bro. Why are you trying to play clean and do full like peekaboo down for 2, bro? Just do Firefox Fury, man. Enjoy God 2, yeah. Then you can post your rank here and be like, oh my god, I hit XYZ rank here. Just do Firefox Fury, I swear to God. But yeah, this move is a key to you ranking up. I swear to God, bro. Like you don't have to like confuse yourself when he engage. I don't even think going for down back 3-2 is valuable, man. I never do this, bro, anymore. Because the distance you, bro, this is bugged as well, yeah. Because if you he engage on QCF1, for example, you see how I have to run up a further distance compared to running 2. Look, if I he engage of running 2, I can down back 3-2 for free, meaning Steve's in range. Watch when I do QCF1. Look at the distance between me and Lily. I can't stomp her, bro. I have to run closer to stomp her. That's stupid, bro. But if I do running 2 on the same timing, you see how Steve approaches her faster because the distance is less. Like, it's little things like this that make down by 3-2 so inconsistent. And I don't like going for this on heat engager because people will just panic duck, as I said, bro, and just panic move and panic press and just panic, bro. And if you get this low parry, yeah, or duck launch, yeah, you've actually lost the round with Steve. So yeah, I don't like doing down back 3-2. One extra tip I'll give you is if you do want to go for down back 3-2, but you're hesitant, do down back 3 on its own. It's minus 13, crouching block. It's minus 13, so not many characters will be able to launch you. People like Eddie will, Kazuya can as well. But minus 13 is better than minus 27. Locked into stance, bro. If you're not locked into stance, you're minus 31 if you decide to cancel. So yeah, you want to take the minus 13 any day of the week. But yeah, those are the 5 common mistakes I see. I hope this video doesn't turn out to be too long. It probably will be too long. I like to talk. But yeah, anyone watching this who's looking for some advice, yeah, just use this as a checklist, man. If you're like a lower rank Steve or whatever rank you are, man, even if you're GOD or whatever, if you're not the rank you want to be at, make sure you go through this video and see, cool, do I make any of these mistakes? If yes, just work on fixing them, man. Like, this is largely what my gameplay is, just me being a bit cleaner in these 5 departments than you. I don't do random full crush down for 2 ever. I don't do random up 2 unless I have a read. I use the 5 key moves. I down for 1, 1, 2, 1, etc. I use my lows to gain information, blah blah blah. I'm not over reliant on weave like I used to be in season 1, which means my defense is improved. You learn matchups, blah blah blah. I use his movement way more, and you'll see me KBD. And on top of that, when I heat engage, I don't mix myself up with random shit that's like slow or linear or just doesn't make sense. I just do strong move, immediate timing, unless it's a certain matchup, right? That's basically, this is like the groundworks of my gameplay, man. Everything I teach you guys is what I do to get to where I am in it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, use this as a checklist. And sorry for the lack of uploads. I've been a bit busy with life, and then with Tekken as well. I've been playing other characters. Like I recently got Fak and Rum to God 2 as well, which is cool. So Fak and Steve are both God 2, and then I got Brian Fury to God as well in my own time. And I'm currently working on Reina, but I want to play some Steve rank soon, man. I want to try and grind for God 3. It's going to be very hard. But we're going to play some Steve rank soon. So yeah, thank you for watching. We're going to let this siren pass. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support as always, guys. And yeah, come by to the stream if you're new to here on YouTube. Like I said, twitch.tv/Sega. Come and hang out. We have some fun. And yeah, man. Appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your day, man.